Tara with Simply Made Eats, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I am bringing you one of my current favorites. It is a tomato cream sauce, and we're gonna toss some bucatini into it and top it with some crispy prosciutto and Parmesan cheese. This is so good. It's like the ultimate comfort food for winter. I know you guys are gonna love it. Check it out. I know if you're a pasta person like me, you are gonna absolutely adore this recipe. It's so simple. You guys, 30 minutes start to finish. Let's get to it. I'm gonna get started by filling up this pasta pot with some water for our bucatini. Okay, so we've got our pasta water going right now. I just preheated the oven to 375, and we are gonna get our prosciutto on our cookie sheet. These can sometimes be a little bit difficult to get apart, but you just gotta work with it. And it does not need to be perfect. We're gonna end up cutting these up after anyways. Oh, these are actually coming apart easy, yay! That never happens to me. I always get the ones that are like fall apart. Just spread them apart as the best that you can. And I don't know about you guys, but I love crispy prosciutto. It's like my new favorite thing. Like, I love bacon too, for sure, but crispy prosciutto is so good. All right, now it's starting to fall apart on me. I knew that would happen as soon as I say it, right? All right, so this is all done. I'm just gonna, once the oven preheats, I'm gonna stick this in for about 8 minutes. Just watch it. I want it to be crispy, but I don't want it burnt. So as my prosciutto is cooking, I'm going ahead and I'm getting ready 2 tablespoons of parsley. I've got 2 garlic cloves that I've minced, and I'm gonna cut up just 1 small shallot. And then I'm also gonna shred half a cup of Parmesan cheese. I actually made this for the first time last week. It was a cold day, and I was just like trying to look for an easy lunch idea. And this is what I came up with, and I told my husband, I'm like, I've got to make that for the vlog and for YouTube because it's so good. That crispy prosciutto on top of the tomato cream sauce, it is to die for. And I'm just gonna let this sit here for a second and cool off, and we're gonna go ahead and get our pasta added into the pot. Then I'm also gonna add just a tiny bit of olive oil. I always do this to help with it not sticking, and then just a tiny bit of salt. This pasta is gonna cook for about 8 or 9 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with our sauce. I'm gonna go a little bit under medium heat, and we're gonna add in about a tablespoon of olive oil. Once that starts warming up, we're gonna add in our shallot. We're gonna add in a little bit of salt, and we're just gonna cook these until they're translucent, just a few minutes. We want them to soften a bit before we're not gonna cook our sauce super long, so we really want them to be softened before we add in everything else. Now we're gonna add in our garlic. Stir that up, and we're just gonna cook this for about 30 seconds. And then we're gonna add in our tomato paste. 3 tablespoons. And give this a good stir. I'm gonna go ahead and reduce the heat all the way to low, and we're gonna add in our cream. And just start mixing this all together with your wooden spoon, and it's going to incorporate. I'm going to go ahead and just leave this on low, and our pasta is ready now. And I'm going to just take a ladle full of pasta water. This is like the best thing ever. I never used to do this with my pasta, but now I always do, because that pasta water, if this sauce starts to thicken up later on, it's gonna really save us. Okay, so my sauce is cooking on low, and I've strained my pasta. I'm gonna go ahead and take my prosciutto, and I'm just gonna start chopping it up. And I like to chop them just kind of like in little, like almost like a bacon bit, just small enough because I'm gonna mix it in the sauce. Okay, so we are back over to our pasta. We're gonna add in our cheese. And this is gonna really thicken it up a lot, so we're gonna need that pasta water. Give this a stir. And I still have my heat on low. We're gonna just keep it on low. And I'm just gonna add in a splash of this pasta water. I like to just do a little bit at a time because I don't want it to get too watery. We still are gonna add our pasta in. I just want it to be nice and creamy. Okay, we are gonna go ahead and toss our pasta in. Remember, if you guys are making it for more than a couple people, you're probably gonna need a bigger pot than what I use. I'm only making it for 2 people. Let's toss that in first. This is so good. And it's okay if you make a mess, I always do. Okay, and then I'm gonna add in those prosciutto flakes that we just cut up. I only used about 3 pieces. I'm gonna use some of it for topping, and if you're cooking for 4 or 5 people, you probably only need 1 package. It's really up to you. If you want a ton of prosciutto, then go for it. I like to just get a little bit in each bite. This looks so yummy. I cannot wait to try it. It is officially time for the taste test. My dog even came in to say hello. He always comes whenever the food's ready. Let's taste this. This is delicious. It's creamy. It's got a little bit of saltiness from the prosciutto. It really is delicious. This was such a simple meal. We finished in 30 minutes. Make sure to subscribe and follow along for more recipes. Bye guys. See you next time.